Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode here on Eat Sleep Brief. And this week I'll be showing you guys something that may not be very important to you right now, but trust me, this is one of those videos that it's not important till it's important, and you'll see what I mean by that. So as you guys know, the WaterBox 180.5 comes with metric plumbing all throughout, as well as not only WaterBox. There's a ton of other manufacturers that come with metric plumbing. So a lot of times when you do a custom sump like I do, or a sump just that isn't stock, the stock plumbing that comes with these tanks is just not going to work. It's meant to work with the stock sump. Obviously everything's already pre-done, pre-glued. So if you go with anything else, it's more than likely not going to work. And trust me, that is when today's video is probably going to be really important to you, because if you ever come across of either wanting to redo your plumbing, or even if you make a mistake, you're going to see how this really comes in handy. So I'll be showing you guys today. I've already done it to this union. This union actually was attached to here, but I'm going to show you how to remove PVC once you've glued it. And this doesn't matter if you just glued it a day ago, a month ago, a year ago, 5 years ago. However long this joint has been glued for, you can easily use what you're going to learn today to undo it. That's, again, if you want to undo this union, if you want to undo this escape valve, undo this elbow, that elbow, it does not matter. And of course, this works with any type of PVC. It doesn't matter if it's metric or American. But yeah, in my scenario, what I had to do is the WaterBox, which I actually really like that they do union hookups instead of bulkheads. A lot of manufacturers will do bulkheads on the tanks. I don't like that, just because when you're moving them around, if you set the tank and the bulkhead actually touches, you risk really cracking the whole bottom of it. The way WaterBox does it, it's a union here that you remove. Once that's removed, the glass is nice and flat in the bottom. But also, being metric, I had to get the bulk reef supply couplers that sit in here. And obviously there was a piece of PVC in here that you can see I've already cut. So yeah guys, I'm be very easy showing you guys how I do this. Before we do any of this, guys, make sure you do it outside. I'm obviously not going to be doing it here in my office, but you certainly want to do it in a well-ventilated area, and you'll see exactly how easy it is to do. This here is a 40mm union. As you guys know, I converted the sump, which means I'm going to also have to convert the plumbing. This being a 40mm union, I need to make sure it accepts a coupler from, I think, Coral View, BRS sells it, but it takes it from 40mm to 1.25 inches. The only thing is that coupler fits in place of this. This obviously was a full PVC piece. I cut it, and we need to take this piece that's left out. So the first thing you want to do, since we are going to be using heat, you want to remove as much of the union as possible, because you do not want to damage the opposite end, the O-ring, any of this. So you set that aside, and you're left here with this adapter, coupler, whatever you want to call it. Now here you see the 40mm PVC piece, and a lot of people would say, how in the heck are you going to get that out? It's actually very simple. With a little bit of heat, you'll see how pliable this gets. Now you want to make sure you heat up the inside of the PVC, not the exterior, because again, I don't want to degrade the material that we're going to be keeping, which is this whole exterior piece. You may be asking what I'm going to be using to heat it. I'm actually using a heat gun. I'm not sure if a hairdryer would get hot enough for this, but I'm using a heat gun, which I know for a fact will. I've also attached a DIY nozzle to the end of it. You can see here, this is made with foil. It's wrapped, and then I made the front of it taper down. You can see there, and I kind of use my finger to mold that. So this is going to allow me to concentrate all the heat on the, you can see it fits very easily on the inside, and direct it exactly where I want it, and obviously keep it away from where I don't. We start by heating up inside from here and inside from here, again trying to preserve the actual exterior piece. Now it's not going to get hot to the touch at all. It barely gets warm. The inner piece is going to get a lot hotter, but still, by you holding the outside piece, you're going to see it barely even gets warm. Once you see I do get it super pliable, the pliers are going to come in. It's going to grip it right there, and then I'm going to do a twisting motion this way, which you'll see the PVC kind of curls up on itself, and it pulls it from the wall. You can see there how by doing the twisting motion on the pliers this way, it actually pulled it. You can see there, it's all pulled from the wall. I just missed the front end, which it's where it's holding on from. So I'll heat up the front end and you'll see it'll slip right out. There you go. You can see with the twisting motion, it didn't even tear at all. Look at it. It's all fully intact. I mean, obviously I've pinched it here, but you know, if you really wanted to use this, you can actually mold it back and insert it, but no damage to the inside wall. And that's important. You don't want to take a screwdriver or force anything in here to get any jagged edges, because if you do, you're going to damage the seal that the PVC glue is able to make. Thus, it may lead to a leak in the future. An important note, make sure you guys do this in a well ventilated area. This is plastic. You're not melting it, but you're certainly softening it. It may release some fumes and you certainly don't want to be breathing those. So that's going to be it, guys, for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. More importantly, you guys have another tool in your arsenal. So if you ever encounter an issue, a mess up, or just like me, you want to convert your plumbing to American, you can easily go back to this video, remember what you learned in this video, and you won't have any issue removing PVC from this point forward. I want to thank each and every one of you guys very much for watching. As always, happy reefing.